Hey folks, Papa Boris here playing some more Hades. Time for a run with the spear. And I think I'm going to grab, because I'm still trying to work on equipping all of these trinkets at least once. We're going to grab the Eternal Rose. I don't normally use this. However, I am just one boon away from getting all of Aphrodite's boons. And it's not like a fancy one. I looked it up. All it is just weak enemies have a chance to blah blah blah. So you just need any boon that has weak. And so I'll grab that, and then I hopefully will find the boon that I'm missing afterwards. Because I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm guaranteed to get a boon with a weak effect as my first boon here. So for one heat, hang on a second. Have I ever even? No, I just have never gotten out with the spear. Okay, so we're doing 0 heat because it's just been a while, and the time that I did it was like my 3rd run overall, and I died. And then it has not been the spear since. Okay, well, here we are, run 13, I believe. Starting with the hammer, it's always awkward because it means that the guaranteed Aphrodite boon might come later when it's paired up against something awkward. Anyways, these are all fine. The extending jab is like the safest pick because it's just bonus damage to the attack and bonus range. Well, okay, it's bonus range and then bonus damage if you hit somebody near the end of the range. This is a bit more committal. Your dash strike hitting 3 times triples the damage of your dash strikes, but then reducing the range of your dash is kind of annoying. I'm gonna grab this. It's just the safest one. It's good. I do like to play with the basic attack on my spear, not the special. Okay, this is the kind of thing I'm talking about. If this had been the Aphrodite boon, I would have to pass the Chaos Gate. Luckily, it's not. It's just darkness, so I will go to the gate. But I would have taken the Aphrodite boon because I'm really just trying to get that this run and hoping it works. Alright, what do we got? Bonus health, but we can't attack for 3 encounters. Bonus backstab damage, but we take more damage. Bonus special damage. Okay, very interesting here. So I like this, but the negative is annoying. I like this, but the negative is annoying. This one I don't care about the negative, but I also don't care about the benefit. So, oh man, 40 health, that's a lot of health. But, that's like a Centaur Heart and a couple of darkness. Okay, a Centaur Heart and 3 darkness. This is more significant. I'm going to take that. That's a lot of bonus backstab damage. And, it's like if we were in the 2nd or 3rd act, it'd be a different story. Because, like, that is a pretty sizable amount of extra damage I'm taking for 4 encounters, especially when my health is pretty low. But it's the 1st act. I really should not be taking that much damage anyways. Wow, this game does not want to give me my Aphrodite boon or any boon at all. Notice, it is quite a long reach on that spear. When it says longer range, that hammer upgrade is not messing around. It's almost like a ranged weapon. Wow, still not giving me a boon. Oh my god, coins. Well, we'll use them eventually, but it's a bit of an underwhelming reward here. Okay.
Coin for Charon.
Key, mini boss, or shop. Oh, almost missed that urn. I mean, I miss urns with gold in them all the time. We'll take the 2 keys. Mini boss shouldn't be that big of a deal. Some of the mini bosses are definitely mini bosses that I would get hit by, which is a problem because I am taking bonus damage. But luckily it wasn't that. It was actually not hard at all. My Chaos Boon is done, so I'm done taking extra damage. Now I do 72% more backstab damage, which is great. And we're going to get our Aphrodite boon finally. What I'd love is, of course, her boon for the attack. Because I'm going to be reliant on the attack this run, most likely. So adding weaken extra damage would be great. And then hopefully we get another boon. That is the final boon that we're missing for Aphrodite. Right, your attack deals more damage in a Fleek's week. It's unfortunate it's 50% as opposed to 107% on the special here, but I still am going to grab this. Might be able to get some palms to beef it up, and I don't really care about the special. Now, I guess what I could have done is I could have taken the special and just not cared about it and just had it for the sake of, you know, picking up another Aphrodite boon that's like, you know, your weaken effects. I think the one I'm missing is it makes them last longer. Although, that would be really weird because if I do take the boon for the special and then I don't use that, and then I get another boon that makes weak effects last longer, but I'm not using the boon I have with the weak effect. It's kind of like I'm just getting 2 boons that do nothing for the sake of the achievement, which seems silly. Alright, there's the deceptively not at all close to done ticking thing. Like, if you let yourself go when you start hearing that noise, you're gonna get hit, because 10 seconds is a long time. Okay, what do we got in this shop? Darkness. It's fine, I don't need the other stuff. Zeus. Okay, Zeus? Yeah, I don't know. What do I want from Zeus? I think what I'd probably want the most is just his revenge. When you get hit, deal lightning damage. Because I don't care about my special at all. I guess the cast is fine, but not a huge deal. And I've been a little bit underwhelmed by his power lately. Alright, well, we have the upgraded rarity because it was a mini boss, and this is exactly what I wanted. 149 revenge damage every time I get hit. Okay, 149 revenge lightning damage to the enemy anytime I get hit. That's a lot of damage. And since I'm not really looking to be Zeus-centric here, I mean, the spear jabs are fast enough that the chain lightning on the attack is perfectly fine, and I would have taken that if I didn't have Aphrodite already. Well, it wasn't offered to me, just so we're clear, but if I didn't have Aphrodite and it were offered, I would have considered taking that. Now, if I had that thing that upgrades a boon, it would have either when I pick up Nectar, it would have either upgraded this or it would have upgraded my attack, so that would have been a pretty good one to have. Darkness, definitely.
Consider this a warning.
Oh, hang on. Armor, so he's not getting staggered. I really should have put cast on an enemy with a butt ton of armor before I start whacking him. Because that 50 extra damage, it matters. There's 4 enemies left? Oh, okay, never mind.
Useless.
80 out of 100. Perfectly happy with that. 96. Ooh. So no mini boss, unfortunately. I will still take the key. I actually have enough keys to unlock the final weapon, and I realized while doing some preparation for a video I'll need to do at some point, I could actually do that even if I don't need that last weapon. And the reason for that is that when you unlock all the weapons, it lets you finally spend your Titan blood to upgrade the weapons. So that would be a helpful thing to do even if I don't need to use the final weapon yet. This is interesting. The palm is really good right now because I've got 2 boons I both would be happy to palm. My attack doing more damage and my revenge damage boon. However, Poseidon could give me the call, and that's a good one. The problem is that if he doesn't give me the call, I'm pretty underwhelmed by anything he would give me. So we're just going to take the palm. I don't want to throw away a palm in exchange for maybe getting a god power. Now, you could think differently. You could say, but the +1 level to your revenge damage or to your attack, which whatever, I don't actually know how much that would increase the attack percentage by, is not as significant as having or not having a god power. And that is reasonable, so I would not hold it against someone who chose Poseidon there. because the god power can make a very big difference in the run. All right, let's see what's in the shop.
Charon's shop.
Not a lot of boons. Okay, we have another Aphrodite, so I will just grab this. Unfortunately, not the one that I needed. Let's see. So I think this is the only one that does really much of anything. This is fine. The problem is it doesn't really do anything against bosses. So I want something that would help me versus bosses, and that would be Sweet Surrender. Note, I don't need to put this on my special and like for the Hydra, because I have the bonus range to my basic attack from the hammer upgrade. So I just don't even feel like I need the special at all. I'm pretty much only going to be using the attack this run as far as I can tell.
I'm sensing it.
Alright, so this is my toughest one. Make sure to put a cast in her, try to stay on the edge. That is a lot of reach. And remember, the hammer upgrade, in addition to increasing the range, also makes you do more damage when attacking distant enemies. I don't actually know what is considered distant in this game. I'm not entirely sure on that keyword. Okay. Nice thing about the spear in this fight is that when she shoots out her projectiles, you can reach her with the attack while still comfortably also destroying the projectiles. Okay, that was a nice and easy one. Definitely happy to fight her with the spear anytime.
Duck first.
Oh, that's cool. So, because I've already beaten the first 3 act bosses before at this heat level, I get darkness for killing a boss instead of getting a bounty. But that darkness actually triggers the darkness room reward, giving me +5 max HP. So this was our new trinket for the run. I could put on another one. There are actually quite a few I have not used. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10, and then 11 if you count Sisyphus as one that I still can't get because I cannot ever get Sisyphus. Why does he never show up for me? This is now a lot of runs. Bummer, man. Major bummer.
So much for talk.
So anyway, there's still a lot of trinkets I need to put on, and I'm trying to just do one per run. It's also going to go a little bit quicker because actually once I do unlock that final weapon, I'll be doing some grinding, and each time you go out and die one time, you can put on a different trinket to make some progress for that achievement. Okay, not too upset about this, even though I did just get hit because I'm a moron. Because they just don't have that many hit points and they stay in place when they pop up. So I definitely rather have these than like the high HP zombos that I always get hit by.
You can't stop me.
Alright. Let's see what our options are. Palm, fine. Hermes, fine. Coins. Okay, so Palm or Hermes. Hermes has a lot of good stuff, but without a god power, I can't get the what's her face? God gauge charges automatically thing. And there are still other good things. I mean, certainly would I like to have bonus move speed, bonus attack speed. You gain gold when you enter a chamber. You can dash more times in a row. Hermes is just good stuff. There's like a bunch of good things that help in pretty much every run. But I really like the idea that while it is guaranteed to affect my attack or my revenge boons, that I get the palms. This is actually the last time because I got this dumb thing. Okay, so next to 14% damage, I think is still worth it over like this, because this is a pretty big increase. I mean, that is what, like 149, 80, 80 minus 6, 74. And so that's like a little under 50% bonus, whereas this is only 14%, but this happens more. So I'm going to take that. I know it's psychological and not rational, but I like the idea of going up to, 100% more on the attack, which I probably am not actually going to get with palms because of the diminishing returns. But, when you get up to 100, it's like it's got that satisfaction of like, okay, now you do double damage. Alright, these are in fact the zomboids that I hate. Oh, that one still has armor. Okay, look at that bonus backstab damage, mopping him up. So out of 125, I get 93. Perfectly fine with that. Shop or gems? Well, I'll take the shop. I would not mind buying just a boon, because we're a little low on those. Palm? Actually, I don't mind buying a palm either. Yeah, I'm going to get a palm.
Always a pleasure.
All right. 84 to 94, perfect. And actually, I'll buy these gems. Wait, no. I'm not going to buy these gems. No. Now that bosses give gems, I don't need to be buying gems. We will get Ares, though. I could get his cast. That would be really strong. And hey, I've actually... Okay, so this confirms that I've never gotten it before. So I will take this. Really enjoy that. Basically, you turn into an invulnerable Blade Rift for a short time. Or a very long time if you save up for the full gauge. You're invulnerable, you can move around, and anything that sits on you takes damage. So it's sort of like Zeus's Call in that it does damage to things around you, but it has less range in exchange for making you invulnerable. And I feel like it does more damage. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Before I started this playthrough series, I had this sense in my head like, yeah, Zeus's Call is pretty good. It does a bunch of damage. And then I was getting Zeus a lot in this series, and it wasn't actually doing as much damage as I might have liked. So maybe I will feel the same about Ares. Now this is common rarity level 1, so it's the minimum damage it ever does. What I really would have loved, and I don't know, maybe it can still happen, I would have loved to see Eurydice on this run, because, here, that's me. Yep, that was that. Because upgrading the rarity on my boons would have been really sweet. Either the attack or the revenge damage or now the Ares Call, those would all have been pretty terrific.
Hades.
Oh, hey, we haven't taken this before. Okay, well, we'll take it. Because I don't care about Zeus this run. Now with the palm, I'm very happy to upgrade my call. So that's what I will do. If given the chance, I am not guaranteed it now because I have a number of palmable boons. But, you know, there's several that I don't mind upgrading. I don't mind upgrading my revenge damage, and I don't mind upgrading the call. My attack, we're getting into some pretty diminishing returns, but, you know, at the end of the day, if the other two aren't there, I will upgrade my attack. Perfectly fine. All right, so I don't exactly know how often the damage happens. I don't know what the rate is, and this does not tell you. But still, 6 extra damage per hit, because you're like that spinning vortex thing. That makes a difference, so I'm going to upgrade that. Unfortunately, unless I'm missing something, no Eurydice this time. Well, key or gems is an easy one. Never going to take gems again unless it's literally the only option. Okay, this was marked as a mini-boss, so I'll be getting 2 keys. I guess it makes sense that it's not a special one. Because there's 2 special... No, actually, there's 3 special ones in this act. Hold on. So there's the Boulder and Medusa head. There is the Witch's Circle. And then there is the Death Barge. I suppose, though, that the Witches and the Death Barge are not unique enemies. They're just unique circumstances. Like, the other acts have multiple unique enemies you could face. Actually, hold on, now that I think about it, so in Tartarus, there's 3 unique enemies. There's the big beam, then there is the trickster that fades in and out, and then there is the 2 guys. Oh, but the 2 guys, those aren't unique enemies, actually. They're just hard for Act 1, but they're not unique. They're the same guys that you see in Act 2. Ah, very interesting. It tricked me. Okay, shop or health. Well, I believe this is the free one, so I'm going to take the health. Could have gone to the shop to try to get another boon. Or, like, you know, a palm, which is completely fine, like I did in the other shop. But I prefer to save my money, get some free health. And, okay, you know, I'm prepared to eat my words, but this should be pretty easy. Because all I really need to do is put a cast in the Hydra. And you can see right here, I can reach it with the spear all the way from back here. So I've got, 94 bonus damage on my attack now, thanks to all those palms. and bonus damage from my hammer, because it deals bonus damage to distant enemies. Won't be getting a whole lot of backstab damage on the main head, but could be getting it on the new heads. Oh, Jesus. You know, I was actually just thinking, hey, I don't know what that Hydra head over there is up to. Wonder if it's spawning out some nests. Answer, it was spawning out some nests. But sure. I'm gonna try to save my god power. Ooh. It's, yeah, there's a money earned there. I'm gonna try to save my god power for the second wave, which is the hardest part of this boss fight. And I'm not entirely sure how much one charge of the god power will do to one of the auxiliary heads, but unfortunately I wasn't able to get the charge up all the way. We'll just see. Yeah, that was fine. Because it's like, I don't know how much damage it does compared to Zeus, you know, but it feels like it's more because since it makes you invulnerable, you can just park on an enemy and get all your damage. You know, maybe the Zeus does more damage, but you feel like you often waste some of the effect running around. Oh god, running around to avoid getting hit. Ah. Oh yeah, you're barfing out nests. Aren't you special? Okay. That's that. I like this one because you can really see those coming. The one that sends out like a flurry of the homing missiles, I find I tend to get hit a little bit there because they just come out so suddenly.
That's all the heads.
All right, so yes, you notice now I get darkness because I've already killed this boss at this heat level, and then from that house contract thing, I get 20 gems. Now it's not the same. I think it increases through the acts. Though I guess I don't actually remember how much Meg gave me, but this one gave 20, so we'll try to remember that, see how much they give in Act 3. But yeah, I don't want to spend 75 coins to buy 20 gems from the shop, now that I just get 20 gems for killing the Act 2 boss for free. Alright, we're going to level this up. I believe it's 30% damage resistance from the front, and then still 10 from the back. Yeah, this actually is tempting. I'm going to take it. It's Act 3. I wouldn't take it if it weren't Act 3. But because the Act 3 enemies, you know, are giant bags of hit points, I am willing to spend 60 coins, which is a non-trivial number of coins, to just basically give myself bonus attack for this entire
Let's slay some heroes then.
act. Okay, there's my second hammer, so I'm hoping for more attack buffs. One of my favorite ones is the one that makes it so that when you press and hold the attack button, you don't do this dumb thing that I never use, but instead you just keep it continuously attacking. So you can play, instead of having to mash the attack button, you just keep it held down. Now, I might have already gotten that in my spear run. I can't remember. Won't know for sure until we see it and then see whether it has that scroll or not. Okay, this butterfly ball just has a ton of HP. So, I wanted to put a cast in it. Is this the last one? It's probably the last one. Yep. Your special is a shot. Special, 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 special. Well, I think since I'm taking something that does nothing, I might as well take the worst of these for the sake of achievements. And, oh gosh, I actually don't know which of these is the worst. Maybe this one. I generally don't like the stuff that deals damage when it like gets back to you. I like this rocket thing, and then this is kind of fun because it actually does more damage the more times it hits. Yeah, we'll take this.
That's it.
I feel like that is the least significant for a special focused spear run. Who dares? Okay, so we have some rechargos, but also some witches, which is fine. Oh, that's a shieldo. Ah, man. Okay. Shieldos are... Oh, hang on. Let me rift it. Oh, that was so good. Thank you, Ares. You are the best. All right, 79 out of 125. Not the best I've ever done. Not the worst. Ooh, we also got this nectar. That just sometimes happens. Sometimes, I think it's just random. The troves also give you a nectar. All right, you know what I want? I want that boon. I want that boon that makes it so that enemies that are weakened last longer. You know what would have been smart, actually? Well, I don't know if I had the option for this, now that I think about it. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been given the choice, but what would have been smart is, what would be smart is if I get a boon from another god and it's like a middling pick, it would actually make a lot of sense to get a buff on my special to reduce the likelihood of Aphrodite offering me the boon that buffs my special, so that she's more likely to give me the one that I want. It's also smart to get a boon that upgrades my cast. And actually, I believe Zeus did offer that to me. So maybe I should have done that. Maybe I should have taken the Zeus cast just for the sake of Aphrodite not giving me her cast.
Hi, Aphrodite.
See, it's not there, and then there's the stupid special. Well, I will just take 10% damage resistance.
No love without pain.
And this is painful, but I'm gonna do it because I really just want that boon. I want those 150 gems. The gems are just about to become completely irrelevant, so I might as well get it now while they matter. I find that Ares is not a huge deal in this, and we've all seen how terrible I am at dodging that heart. Still no. Well, there we got the shot, the cast, and the special. Wasting space. Ugh. Okay, we'll take the dash. I mean, it's still not impossible that I get the boon this run, but
Choice.
it'll be annoying if I don't, because, you know, I took the trinket to make it more likely to get her. That's something I guess I haven't really mentioned about the god trinkets. So they have two overt effects. One is they increase the likelihood that boons from that god will have upgraded rarity. Two, first time you are offered a god boon, you are guaranteed to be offered a boon from that god. But the other thing is that, generally speaking, in a run, to some degree, if you have boons from a god, you're more likely to see boons from that god again. I don't actually know how it is. Oh, that one respawned. How it is during a run, but definitely in the Temple of Styx, it's always like you have a palm tunnel, a coin tunnel, a health tunnel, and 2 boon tunnels. And the 2 boon tunnels are always for gods that you already have. Alright, well, these are all fine, but we'll just take the one that is new. Nothing amazing on any of these for me right now, but this actually is good because the god power is a Blade Rift effect. This is actually interesting. So I could fight a mini-boss and get an upgraded rarity Poseidon, but I wouldn't actually care about anything Poseidon could give me. So I'm actually going to grab the health because I'm 190, so I'm lower than I would like to be. If that had been Aphrodite, I would have taken it to try to get the thing. If it had been Ares, I would have taken it. He has, in addition to that boon that we saw that makes your rifts have a wider area, there's also your rifts pull enemies in, which is kind of cool. Again, it just, you know, increases the likelihood of actually hitting things when you use your god power, which is appreciated because it does a bunch of damage. So the more that you hit with it, the better. Let's put a cast on that, but I should really hit the... this is where the auto aim, or the aim helping thing kind of hurts. Like if I were using a mouse, it would be a lot easier to have hit that trap. Okay, well, it does not kill a butterfly ball. Alright, there's the Myrmidon Bracer. Let me take a quick look. What is it? 30. Yeah, 30 up from 25. Alright, so Dionysus mini-boss or Hermes. Now I'll take Hermes. So again, Dionysus, there's some things I would not mind. I would not mind the fountains healing you to full, and I would not mind, and giving you a bonus damage. And it's upgraded rarity, so that would be like a 4 or 5% damage boost instead of the usual 3%. Also wouldn't mind the Nectar, because Nectar is still a relevant meta resource. Plus, of course, the bonus HP on Nectar, and that would have been upgraded as well. However, and that's actually one of the reasons why I like Dionysus a lot. Like, there's just those 2 boons you can get that are just always nice, no matter what your build is. However, I want Hermes because I want a chance at the boon that increases your god gauge automatically. And even if I don't get that one, Hermes just has a lot of good generic boons. And I want to make sure I get it. Okay, I've never taken this. These are also not super crazy. It's not like I'm passing up god gauge, so I'm happy for that. Knock another one off the list. Healing would be nice, but of course I get this. So actually, I love this thing. I hate those flame wheels. That's what I call the pinwheels. However, we're about to the end of this, so yeah. Even I would actually take this Eye of Lamia. The thing is, like, the next thing we're gonna fight is like basically the boss, so that's not relevant there. And then after that, the next 2 encounters I get for this are gonna be those 2 of those mini tunnel things. So it's not a huge deal. Oh, okay, anyway, it doesn't even matter because we get Patroclus here. Now,
You again.
this is actually a little tricky. So healing is the safest pick. The issue is that if I take this, that would dramatically reduce the amount of time it takes me to kill this upcoming boss. I'm gonna grab this, even though it's probably stupid. I will definitely rue it, and rue it hard, if I end up using a Death Defiance on the boss. Oh, well, interesting. So there's actually another encounter here that I did not expect. So that means that the Cyclops Jerky, oh god, I just let that respawn. The Cyclops Jerky that I purchased at the well after Act 2 does not last all the way to the boss. This is, I guess, a piece of game information I did not realize was true, that 6 encounters is not quite enough to make it to the boss. There's actually more than 6. The boss, I suppose, is the 7th. Now, it's possible that, like, you actually can make that last to the boss if you get like a shop, right? Because the shop does not count. This is just generally true. If you don't have a fight, it does not count for the purpose of encounters. Like, that's for good and bad. So, like, it doesn't use up the Well of Charon, but also if you have a... Oh god, get out of here! If you have a Chaos Curse, that, like, you know, for 3 encounters, bad stuff, you don't get a tick off of one of those if you get like the fountain, free room, or a shop or something. Okay, so dash, damage is weak, wrench. Okay, I guess now is the time that we take this. This is basically a 4% damage buff, because apart from the first attack that inflicts weak, every attack I make is going to be against a weak afflicted foe. But I think that this actually matters more than another 4%. Oh, poor Poseidon. Just constantly getting rejected. Poseidon also does have some general purpose boons. Oh man, if only I had spent 75 coins to prevent the pinwheels. Luckily, with the extra range, even though the spear is a melee weapon, it's not a huge deal to kill those pinwheels. Yeah, Poseidon has the metagame currency room rewards are worth more. He also has the one that like gives you a smattering of coins, darkness, health, and gems. Though that is less good now than it used to be in the past, because it used to be, I'm gonna charge in here, because it used to be that I kind of valued the gems, since I don't ever take gem room rewards if I can help it. So I was like, okay, well, this will give me a bit of gems so that in the short term I can use this meta currency that matters now but will stop mattering soon. But now that I get gems for each boss fight, I'm less interested in that.
Good enough to eat.
Okay, so 7% on my attack, or this. Let's pump that Blade Rift. It does matter more than it would look, just because it seems to attack very fast. I don't know exactly how fast it attacks, but it seems like it's pretty fast. Okay, so we got some Armored Witches here. Is it just 3? Just an armored pinwheel and 2 armored witches? That is a really nice trove.
So-called champions.
Well, to be fair, Hades, you didn't exactly bring your best and brightest to that one. Yeah, that seemed like it was like 8 encounters. So, or maybe 7. So yeah, I don't know if you can make it to a boss with just a 6 encounter bonus. This is also why Charon's Trinket is pretty cool. Even the minimum value, increasing the encounter duration of the well benefits by 4 encounters, is not... Oh god, that was a bad hit. I just was so focused on the bull, I forgot about the spear. Mess with the bull, you get his weird friend spear, as the old saying goes. Alright, well, we can get to kind of a zen state. Look how far away I'm hitting him. He rears back, you charge past him. He rears back, you charge past him. One cool thing about this boss fight, is that you're gonna just be doing a lot of backstabs. Theseus, you can pretty much only hit him in the back. And the bull also just spends a lot of time facing away from you. Okay, I'm gonna get on out of there. Because if you stay too close to Theseus, he does just say F it and hit you with a melee spin attack. Okay, this bull's starting to behave weirdly. What I'm gonna do with this fight is I am gonna just save my God Gauge for Theseus's moment where he calls for the god, because I'm pretty sure at this point it was not gonna recharge all the way up to full. Oh my god, I didn't put a cast in the Minotaur. You know, I've just been doing 50% less damage for no reason whatsoever this entire time. You know. But yeah, I seem to be doing very well with this boss fight, so I'm not concerned about the grind of not having whatever the cast damage would have been. Oh my god, for real? Dog, for real. Okay, thank you. Yes, this is what you do. It's pretty hefty. I got a 94% damage upgrade plus another plus 10 to weak afflicted. Oh, Jesus! Oh, God. Can you just throw your spear at me, buddy? Buddy, are we friends or what are we? Buddy. Thank you. Was that so hard? Now just walk away from me really slowly for no reason. Okay, yeah. Yes. The great combat champion of the world walks away from someone very slowly. It's Ares. This should kill him. Oh, it's gonna be close actually. It doesn't quite kill him. Oh, hold on, that's not Ares, it's Artemis. Wow, I am very lucky. That is a lot of Artemis. Unfortunately, in this case, the luck is a bit wasted. Even Demeter, I would have been fine with it. Didn't need that many more hits to finish this guy off. But yeah, we've had Artemis like, what, 5 times or something? And still no Demeter. 180 darkness, thanks. And 30 gems, up from 20. What is it, like 10, 20, 30? Act 1, Act 2, Act 3? Is that the plan here? Okay, we'll take this even though it's maxed out. I could max out this acorn. You know what? I'll just do this just for the sake of maxing it out. Just for the optics of having that acorn. That seems fine. So, that just heals me a bit. And then 6 encounters is basically 1 tunnel. I'm not going to bother about that.
One more stop.
Have a lot of gold saved up. It's a bit of an awkward amount. I doubt I'm going to make enough gold for the flex of buying the diamond or the Titan blood. So my inclination is just to not worry about that here. Ooh, I think there's a money earned there. Yep. You can see the sparkles. Also, no fish this run. This is my first fish. Good old Scuffer. Let's see what the flex actually is. It's the diamond, so I'm a little closer to that. If I had side hustle, I'd get there. Well, the coin is the mini boss.
Maybe this way.
Okay, why do I have a Dionysus boon? Did I take a Dionysus boon and forget? I made commentary about how the boons in the tunnels are always for gods you already have. Did I take a Dionysus boon at some point? A little annoyed that I have a Zeus here and not an Aphrodite, so I went for it, just a random boon. It's not like hard for that boon to show up or anything, it just happened not to. So we'll have to wait on those 150 gems for a different time, unfortunately. I don't want to take Aphrodite's trinket again just to try to get that last boon. The reason I did it is because there's an achievement for equipping all the trinkets once. So doing that was progress towards that achievement. Otherwise, I am not really interested. and starting with her. Oh, the saw blade came out like it always does, and I'm like, no, no, you can still hit me. You know what? Yeah, we'll just pass on all that stuff. I do get 3 health. Oh, this is the best one. I really like this one. You know, it does this, you dash away, and then you keep whacking it. And then you dash away, and then you keep whacking it. Dash away. And then it doesn't have very much health. Once you get rid of the armor, it just melts. Stun locked the rat, and there we go. Our 50 health is ours. So that's a very chunky amount of health I have, which I'm very pleased with. Am I gonna get the gold? No, no, no. We're gonna just go get the god boons because it's just fishing for achievements. And actually, I should have taken Dionysus first because I think his boons are more useful. He's got the nectar and the fountain, which at this point is only 1 fountain, but still. I guess, no, you know, it's fine, because the thing is, I'm more likely to get a new boon from Zeus. I don't know for sure what Zeus boons I'm missing, but I think it's like that one, you know, like you have to have a god power, or like you need to be doing lightning damage or something. Whereas Dionysus, since I don't have his status effect happening right now, the hangover, well, I don't know for sure, but I would guess it's more likely that the Dionysus boons that I don't have, oh god, really, are the Dionysus boons that I can't roll. Okay, well, took a bit of damage there. Luckily, I have so much health, it's okay. Alright, well, we're gonna get a Dionysus boon. I mean, I could still just say, you know what, screw it, let's go get the gold, because the gold is in the mini-boss tunnel. Which means that it's doubled. Is that it? That can't be it, can it? It's definitely not it. Alright. When Zagreus makes a comment, by the way, like when he's like, almost finished, or, God, another wave, or something like that, that means it's the last wave. Which I definitely appreciate, because when you're having a weak run, it can be existentially devastating to have to face another wave when you thought you were done. Okay, nothing, unfortunately. I guess actually this makes the most sense, so that it's sort of like adding a delayed 60 extra damage to my revenge, which isn't even accurate, because if you get hit twice before the revenge, no, because to hit you twice, they would have to get the jolting. Okay, right. So yeah, I'm probably not gonna get Dionysus. You know what I could, though? I could get like a legendary or a duo. Well, I don't know about that, actually. I don't know if there are any legendary or duo Dionysus boons that don't require you to be hungover. That is something I'm not an expert in. I just get them when I see them, but I don't really know much about what the boons are. Because, you know, you can do that. You can like look at your Fated List of Minor Prophecy, see which ones are missing, and then research what those are to make sure there aren't any wacky requirements. That's what I did for the regular boons when I got fed up because I wasn't getting some of them. Okay, I guess... No, I'm not going to do it. Pretty much the only one I would care about, I think, is the bonus to attack damage. Otherwise, it's just a lot of stuff I don't care. And now that I ended up getting enough coins, I guess from all the urns, or just all the enemies that I'm killing, because you get coins from killing enemies sometimes, you get coins sometimes for breaking urns. I actually got a lot more than I was expecting, because I came in with like 750, and we're now like 350 some coins later. Now I think I might just buy the diamond. It's a bit frisky, but like if it was Titan Blood, I might not. But the diamond, I can already afford it. And it matters because I'm still saving up for things that require diamonds. And getting one diamond is like getting a whole extra run's worth of diamonds. Which is not even true because it's more than that, since I didn't get a diamond this run because we've already beaten the Hydra at this heat level with the spear before. So, I think I'm going to get the diamond. Even though it means I don't get much else. Yeah, nothing else here. But you know what? Since I'm not getting a new one, I'm glad I got the bonus health and an extra medic currency that I care about. 315 health. I'm a very chunky individual. And now we get the diamond. And I can still get Athena and a Palm. Well, I don't think there's anything from, like, Athena, because I haven't gotten any Athena boons that I can get that would be new for achievements. So I'm going to just get the Palm.
Delicious.
All right. More call or more attack? I think we'll take the attack here. You know, if you dig in and do some deep, deep math, maybe the call was actually better, that extra 4 flat damage on the call than 7% damage on the attack. But, you know, the call is not going to happen that often against Hades. And even with the immunity, the call, like, this is true for basically, well, that's not true actually. Okay, let me back up. So for Hades, the Ares call is a little bit weak, just in the sense that in the first phase, Hades can turn invisible and dodge it. I was about to say that's true for all the calls, but that is not true. Aphrodite's call, if you max it out, it just pops out a heart. And, oh, hey, look, I already used up one of my acorn resistances for no reason. Aphrodite's just does the 2,500 damage in one pop. So she is resistant to Hades' invisibility. Also, Artemis. We haven't actually gotten her call yet, I don't think. So her call is, it's just a homing arrow that does like 100 damage. It's honestly kind of underwhelming compared to the other calls. Oh my god, I just lost 3 acorns to 3 novas. Because it was the same nova, but I got hit by it and I dashed and hit it 2 more times. Oh my god, well there goes the acorn. There it goes. It's nice knowing you, pal. This is why I probably should just have the broken spear point, because you lose the acorn stupidly.
What can it take for you to cease making me face you?
Anyway, I have a lot of health and 3 death defiances. Honestly, I'm gonna be very frank. If I were to die here, I would be not even embarrassed, just so much as disappointed in myself, because really you should not die. There's one more thing I need to get before I reach the tipping point where I feel like I should be winning every time. I haven't quite gotten the very last thing I consider as necessary for that tipping point, but we're very close. Right, there's 1 Death Defiance gone. Oh boy. Alright, so he is going invulnerable now, and this is where I'm going to use my fully charged up Ares. If you would just stop being in... Oh my god, really? Okay, so he was invulnerable the whole time, and then he disappeared. There we go. Okay, I hope this kills him. I don't know that it will. It's not going to kill him. But the good news is that the ads were next to him. Oh god. Oh Jesus. Yeah, this is poor play. Poor play. Used up the acorn frivolously. That one moment where it said resisted on the screen 3 times from the same nova, that will haunt me till my dying days, regardless of how this fight goes. Okay, well, the second phase I think generally should be easier. And I do still have 2 death defiances, so here I am very grateful that I have 3 total. Gotta make sure I keep the casts in them. I definitely want to be getting the damage here. Just pay attention to his body and what he is doing. What I really love is getting hit in the middle of that sentence. That was great. Okay, so we should get another fully charged god power. I'm about to go down to 1 death defiance, which is really good. Much better than about to be going down to 0, like I would be if I hadn't had the 3rd one. Oh my god. Oh my god. You know, the longer that I can milk this life, the better. Okay, I mean, maybe I could have. It just felt a little uncertain as to whether I could actually get behind. Okay, this is perfect. So this is his 1 invulnerability. Now he's gonna do full 360 with his flame thing, but I've also got my God Gauge filling up soon. There is that Nova. Okay. Wait a minute. Did he? Oh, he already went in. Okay, so we're doing it. We're doing it now. Ah! Dodging some of the damage, unfortunately. Ah! Okay, I still have 1 Death Defiance after this. Yeah, we're fine. We're totally fine. Because 1 Death Defiance is like 150 some health. Just doing that for the damage. Both to him and to myself, apparently. Okay, well, it turns out I didn't actually need that last Death Defiance, but boy, was it good to have it. And I apparently did need all the health that I had, so happy for that. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe. I'll see you again soon.
There. In the name of Hades.
Oh, we got some gems. 50 gems for Hades. Nice. Very nice. Kind of hoping for a fish here because I only had 1 fish this whole run, and it's not above me or below me, either direction. For me to miss fish, I miss stuff like that all the time. 1,
You have your
2,
the truth is
3. Oh, he's still doing good.
you,
Because
4,
your fate.
and oh, he's 6 out of 5.
I
Will he get a 6? No, he won't.
we have to. No, not yet.
Bye-bye. Anyway, so did I say you can leave? You can turn off the video? You can. If you want to see the bonus stuff, I'll be dicking around for a little while.
Well, sign me in then.
All right, what do you have to say?
What's
Let me in, Father.
Oh, this is the narrative thing.
all right, Slow?
Thank you.
Okay, this is just story stuff. You find a picture of it's one of the I love the story in this game.
The stoic.
I knew it. It's just capes.
Basically the way that you like convince Persephone that Hades still loves her is that there's a picture in his room
What you need.
I did, thank you.
of her, which means that he's always loved her or something.
It's awfully quiet.
Because no one's allowed to go into his room. So the fact that no one can go into his room in conjunction with the fact that there's a picture of her there means he always loves her. And that changes everything. So a little bit of a stretch for me, but hey. Okay, I'm not going to give up a Titan Blood for 200 gemstones. Holy crap. That is something precious and special. I don't know who would do that. I will continue working. I have 7 nectar. Okay, so I'll continue working on Meg here.
It's really what so
Persephone,
no time for
I get what you're.
And we'll also
if I sit down. I won't
work
remember
on
that.
Dusa. I don't ever plan to use her keepsake,
I really am.
but we'll just do it.
Do so. Here's the
Scuffer.
category.
And 40 gems. Well, apparently 1 scuffer is worth 40 gems, at least sometimes. Oh, no Hades? Really? Okay, well, I actually want to give him the nectar. Now that I have nectar to spare, I do want to give it to him to get his trinket, even though I never plan to use it.
Oh no, not this determinism thing again.
Okay. Well, I don't need these. I'm waiting for the alternative thing to pop up, so nothing there. So, yeah, storm. I don't know what storm lightning is. I'd have to look that up to see how likely that is. And then empty inside, I've checked. It's just having a weaken boon. This one, I'm guessing it's just from the names of it. It just sounds like you need rifts, which is his cast and his god power and his dash. Wow, not gotten a lot of this. I guess I haven't really been playing with Hangover. Oh, well, almost getting Hermes. Okay, yeah. Let me see, just make sure there's nothing else. Yeah, got Twin Fists, yep. And we got to work on this at some point. 15 Titan Blood is a lot, though. If you look, that's like all my Titan Blood currently. I have 16. This gives me another 15 if I can do it. And I think actually I will once I get the alternative version of privilege status. Once I get the other one, I will start working on the conditions, which will make the runs harder, and I'll probably die more where I wouldn't have otherwise, but it'll feel good to get them out of the way. Skelly actually also gives you a companion. It's not my favorite. It's like a decoy instead of something that does actual damage. So I'll get to him in a little bit, but I'll hang on to 5 nectar for now. All right, looks like our next run is going to be with the railgun, which means I am actually going to pause the series for a second. The next video is going to be a video about how to unlock the hidden aspects of the weapons, because you have to do some counterintuitive stuff with your Titan blood to make that happen. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.